Yo, really quickly before this video starts, I just have to say I had to re-upload this because YouTube didn't like the first upload that I did yesterday. So I just want to say here, this video is for educational, documentary, and news purposes only. I make these for documentary use and educational use. And we follow all of YouTube's guidelines here. I've had to cut out a few things from the previous upload, so hopefully this time it's fine.
Yo, I'm Drew Gilchrist and I'm in Amsterdam, but I'm not staying here. I'm going to Rotterdam. And usually I'd like to intro these in a bit of a better place, but it's raining really bad outside, so we're in a car park. Also, I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit, so I've got to not be like crazy excited like I normally am, which is very hard for me to do, but I'm gonna try. So you might remember a while ago, I made a video where I went to Rotterdam and I wanted to see if there were any good shops there. And I can't lie, it ended up that there wasn't really any good shops in Rotterdam. And I wasn't really thinking about going there again. But I got a message from a shop saying, hey, you missed us and we think we're the best shop in Rotterdam. And usually I get messages like that and I'm kind of like, you really think so? Like then, you know, I click on the thing, I go on the menu and they have like some dead haze. And I'm like, sweet, great, mate. But this time was different. This time, they had a crazy menu with crazy good prices. And I was a bit like, you know what? I kind of do want to come by sometime. So months go by and then they hit me up again and were like, yo, do you want to come by and test our bud with your THC tester? And I was like, you know what? I kind of did miss them in the full Rotterdam video. And I did want to go there to check it out. So I thought, why not? I'm gonna bring my THC tester, I'm gonna go down to Rotterdam, and I'm gonna test all of the bud that they have and see what percentage it is, because they're really big fans of the channel as well, so yeah, I need some content as well, so it's good to link up. Let's do it, let's head to Rotterdam. I have a really nice car, not one of these pieces of shit. Not this, bro. All right, let's fucking do it. I'm on the wrong side, bro. This is the side. All right, come on then, get in. Bro, it's a fucking RS7. Let's see my parking skills. Always annoys me when it does shit like that when I'm not actually gonna hit nothing. We're in Rotterdam right now. I'm outside Coffee Shop New York. I'm excited. I've got the testing device. I think the way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna go in, just have a quick look at the stuff on the menu. Obviously I can't show the green stuff here because we follow all of YouTube's guidelines. If you wanna see the stuff that I can't really show here because of YouTube's rules, there's gonna be a link in the pinned comment down below where you can obviously see the stuff that you probably wanna be able to see. But I think we're gonna go in there, see what they got, and maybe test a couple of the things in there, like ask the owner which ones he thinks are the strongest, test them, and then we're gonna bring a bunch to the hotel and test them at the hotel. So let's see what the menu's like. All right, so they have another little menu over here, so just having a little look. They've got like 4 Canadian strains here, like 4 Dutch strains, an iconic Power Plant and Amnesia. Funny. And they've got a bunch of Cali bud here, but super cheap. I'm interested. I mean, I'm hoping it's real. Most of the time, Cali is way more expensive than that, so I know all of these alike as well, so I'll be able to know. I'm excited. Let's have a little look. They even have a little coming soon section where it says yellow sushi and blue sushi. All right, this is gonna sound really crazy, but can I get a gram of everything? Oh yes, you might notice as well that there's no seating in here, but that's because in the center of Rotterdam, you're actually only allowed takeaway. It's kind of weird, but Rotterdam, you know? I mean, the Netherlands are really weird. Like all the mayors who run all the cities in these places, they have really strange rules. We've got everything off the menu. Obviously, it's a 5G limit per person. I've got me here, I've got my cameraman, and I've got a homie who doesn't really want to be on camera, but it means we've got 15G limit, which means we can pretty much get all of the flour. Can't really get anything else, but what have we got here? So pack-wise, stuff I can literally show you here right now. We've got this Bueno by Summer. We've got a Cali X, Zensei, and then also a Centurion. I'm interested, haven't actually tried the Centurion before where like I know it's legit, so I'm very interested in this one. But what else we got here? We also got a Sunset Sherbet, a Blue Dream, Pineapple Haze, a Power Plant, that's fucking jugs, Ghost Train Haze, Amnesia, Wedding Cake, Gusher Cookies, and also the Z's, but apparently the Z's QC bags haven't landed yet, so unfortunately I don't have the pack to show you. And I've just been, bro, I have gone through so much of the Z's back in the UK right now. It's like one of my favorites, so super hyped to have that here. I do also think that we're probably not gonna be able to try maybe all of the Dutch ones, like to actually see what they're like. We will still test them all, of course, a bit later. So I think later on in the video, towards the end, we're gonna find some random person walking down the road and just bless them up with, you know, a bunch of bits. So for the time being, let's test these. Let's test the Bueno, the Centurion, and the Zensei. Which one out of these you reckon is going to be the highest? You think the Zensei is going to be the highest, yeah? Yeah? What percent you reckon? Let's do that first. You reckon like 26? 28? You think it's 28? That's a high result. 29, okay, so 29 is actually the highest I've ever had on the tester. And I've only tested a 29 once. We'll see. I mean, for me, it's a Skittles. So Skittles isn't usually unbelievably high. It's more of like a flavor, like more of like for the type of high you get, not for like the strength of the high. But in saying that, I have seen some crazy high Skittles recently. And I don't think Zensei is just a straight Skittles, so you never really know. First up, the Zensei. I personally don't think this is going to be the highest one out of all of them. I think this might be the second highest, or maybe even the lowest out of these Cali ones. 23, really good for a Skittles. Bro, Skittles is sometimes like 18%, so really, really good, 23. If I had to guess, I think the Bueno is going to be the highest. I think the Centurion is probably going to be like 25. I think the Bueno is going to be like 26. All right, let's go Centurion next, because I think this is going to be the second highest. Although, I'm saying that, I don't even know what the cross is of Centurion. It smells like maybe like a lemon cherry of sorts, or like a gelato 33. So like, you would think it's going to be like 25. Look. Oh shit, I said, right? 26 on the Centurion. I thought 25, it's 26. That's pretty sick. 26 is crazy, bro. Like, I don't think that people understand, like, so many people out there are like, bro, it's mids over there, man. What? I smoke 30% all day in America. Bro, you don't. The amount of fake results that are on American packs is crazy. Like back in the day, before it was like all rec and it was all medical in Cali, I remember when like all the tests had to be like super, super on point, and there was rarely ever a 30%. And if there was, it was actually like a legit average result, and you would know when you taste it. And these days you see people being like, bro, a 15% can hit just as hard as a 30%. No, it can't. If you think that that 30% has been fake. Or like, yeah, if the terps are different to what you're used to in the 15% one, maybe it kind of feels like it's a bit stronger, for sure, from the entourage effect. But imagine you have two options. One's 15% THC, the other one's 30% THC, and they both have the exact same terps, the exact same cannabinoids. The 30% one is gonna get you higher. There is no way that the 15% one can possibly get you higher than that. But regardless, let's move on to the next one, the Bueno. All right, next up, the Bueno. This is the one that I thought was gonna be the highest, but the last one was 26, so that's quite a hard match. So let's, it does look like the best nug, I'll tell you that. All right, 26 to beat. I don't know if it is gonna be it, but I think it could match it. I really do think it has a higher possibility of matching it. 26, oh shit, hell yeah. Look, 226 and a 23. So, that's what the Calis are saying. We'll do the Z's when we get back to the hotel first as well. And then those are the scores to beat. 26 is a hard challenge to beat. I'm really not sure if any of the Dutch is gonna beat it. Maybe the Canadian does, but let's go back to the hotel and let's find out. All right, so super interesting place. I definitely have a lot of thoughts about it because really lovely people, so welcoming, so hospitable. And I think that because the owner seems really young, okay? And there's no way that you end up being that young and an owner unless you're in a situation like a lot of these places are, which is, you know, like some family member, a parent might own the shop and they pass it down to the younger people and they're obviously trying to bring it into the modern age, right? And I see that a lot with shops and it seems like it's probably somewhere along those lines. And obviously in Rotterdam, there isn't really that much of a Cali scene in Rotterdam. Like I think if they tried to put stuff on the menu for like, you know, 25 a G and actually make profit off it, because I'm telling you, from the way the tax works out here, there's no way, from what they are paying on that, it's expensive for that stuff they've got on the menu. There's no way that they're making more than a couple euros on a G, if that. Like, you know, they're just trying to make sure that people get the best stuff. So I also don't think that these prices that they have there are gonna last. Like maybe they last for a while, but obviously at some point they're gonna need to make money, right? So one of those things where, you know, obviously it's nice while it's here, I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. But I'm interested to see what's to come because, you know, you really don't see shops like that in Rotterdam. Like, is this gonna start the new wave here as well? Like imagine like, what if this is like the plug back in 2018 starting to sell Cali and in 6 years every single shop in Rotterdam sells Cali, you know? Will the prices stay the same? Will they go up? Will they go down? I don't know. But at the same time, enough of the Cali. We need to get to the hotel and we need to see some of the Dutch flower because I haven't really got that much Dutch flower recently. I can't really lie. I've been slacking. So yeah, we got to get back to the hotel, test all of them, and then tomorrow morning, let's bless somebody up with a nice care pack. So it's the morning, I'm in my hotel. We need to start off with the Z's so that way we can get the next Cali result and then see if any of the Canadians or any of the Dutch are gonna match that. Last night we had a 23 and two 26s. The next one we're doing is the Z's. I'm really not expecting it to be as crazy as the other ones. Like maybe it matches the 23 again, but let's find out. I'm pretty sure Z's, they claim that it's cheese and Skittles, but I'm pretty sure it's just a cheesy pheno of Skittles, you know? And also, I tried all of the Cali ones last night and they are all 100% legit. Like no doubt at all legit. So the only way they must be selling these for these prices is taking an L on the tax, like 100%. All right, so the Z's, let's see this Cali one. 25 on the Z's. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, well, 23, 25, and two 26s is what's to beat from the Canadians and the Dutch. I really don't know if the Dutch are gonna beat it, but maybe the Canadians do. I think we're gonna start with the Dutch because the Canadian has the highest chance of actually beating the Cali, but let's start with the Amnesia. 20% on the Amnesia. Actually kind of low from what I was expecting. Next up, the Pineapple Haze. I'm interested. I don't know if this one's gonna be much better than the Amnesia. 22, okay, a little bit better. Oh yeah, and I need to say this right now because otherwise people are gonna comment it and I just, some people don't understand that everything in life isn't like all or nothing. It's not like this or this. And you know, we test bud for fun. Like it's a laugh, like, you know, we enjoy doing it. We like learning information. Obviously, we here know that THC isn't everything. Like the test results isn't everything. That also doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. And there's a reason why everyone doesn't smoke 2% bud, right? But we're out here just doing this for fun. I think a lot of people take this stuff too seriously and they start going off like, oh, you only care about THC. It's like, well, one, we don't. And number two, don't take life so seriously, man. Power Plant up next. Oh my God, Power Plant. I don't think I've smoked Power Plant for like 10 years. I'm actually really interested in this. If I had to guess, I would have thought that Power Plant would be like 16%. 20%, okay, I mean, still not unbelievable, but way better than I thought it was gonna be. You know what, it actually makes sense that the Power Plant is 20% because back in the day, it was like proper exotic bud, like when it first came out. So it makes sense that like you could be hitting 20 with it. There's a reason why everyone liked it. All right, next up, Ghost Train Haze. Another one, a massive throwback, massive throwback. I feel like these last 5 that we just tested would be what is in every shop in Rotterdam. Like that would be the only bud they have. 24, oh shit. The Ghost Train Haze beating one of the Skittles Calis. Not really much saying it beats one of the Skittles, but it did beat one of the Calis. Moving on. We're moving on to the Canadians. I'm interested in if any of these are gonna beat the Cali. So, first up, Blue Dream. I also have no idea what Blue Dream's gonna be, but I would assume it's gonna be like the Power Plant, like it would have been like an early days, 20%, maybe a little bit lower. 22 on a Blue Dream. That's sick. That is sick. Still, nothing beating the 26 on the Calis though. All right, Canadian Wedding Cake. I think this is the first one with the potential to beat the Cali. 26. It did beat the Cali. I did say it was gonna be one of the ones that could beat the Cali. This next one is the Gusher Cookies. This looks crazy. I don't know if it's gonna be 26 like that last one, but you never know. It looks really, really nice and it smells great. I can smell it right now. 22, not bad at all, not bad. All right, we have one last bit of bud. One last bit of bud that can potentially beat the Calis. Technically the Wedding Cake did beat the Cali, but we have one more chance and it's the Sunset Sherbet. And then we're gonna take all these and bless somebody up with them outside. So this Sunset smells proper as well. I'm surprised. They got proper sunset in Canada, yeah? All right. The last one, Sunset Sherbet. I'm gonna guess 23. 21. Not bad, but you do kind of get what you pay for sometimes when it comes to strength. The Cali ones are crazy. I haven't had the chance to actually try some of these. I'm not going to, I've got to get a flight later. But let's go bless somebody up and make somebody's day better.
Right, I had to cut out us giving away this stuff because I'm pretty sure that's what got the last video restricted. So if you want to see us giving away this stuff, there's a YouTube short linked in the pinned comment down below.